Hey, what's good, everybody? It's the girl Maymoney, and she returns back for another video. Y'all know I wasn't gonna be gone for too long because you know I always got something to say, and I'm about to say it. Okay, all right. But I just wanted to let y'all know a little bit about what's been going on in the world for me. There's been a lot of readjustment, I could say. There's been a lot of um just trying to restructure things and do things a little bit more smart that don't take as much energy. There's a lot of reevaluation of who I fucks with, who I don't, who is really about in alignment with what I am trying to discuss, or how I'm trying to discuss the things that I want to. We'll get into this later because it's a whole long conversation. I don't have as much time as I wish. So excuse just me sitting out here, like, we're like, where is May at? I am in a shady, cool spot with a nice breeze because it is very hot out here. And if there's one thing to know about Oakland, California, is that we don't have air conditioning everywhere. Most of the places, because these are old buildings, old houses and stuff, we don't have air conditioning, including my house. And so it be so fucking hot that you almost start to feel sick because of like just the heat. And so I've been trying to get this video done earlier, but I can't spend time in my house until it's like late at night, and then I'm tired and I have work and whoa, you feel me? And so yes, you may be wondering, let me pause. You may be wondering, like, so what happened? Like, why did the millennial gays go down? I'm not gonna talk no shit on nobody. I don't throw shade like that. I don't do that type shit. Because honestly, I don't really have any communication with my partner Katie as well. I haven't talked to her at all since this went down, and I don't really feel like I have any interest. There was a misunderstanding like at the beginning, and then shit just started getting weird, and I was mad, and so I was just like, you know what, I'm stepping all the way away from this. Man, that's a whole nother longer story that I actually might tell because I have a lot of experiences on the Don Lemon show that tie into this. I just don't have as much time to really tell it, especially on my phone, because my phone is starting to run out of memory and it's like dying and I need a new one. So I'm doing what I can with what I got, but we're going to get into a few things, and I have a few minutes to talk to you. Okay, so sit tight. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will be here on Maymoney in the building, and I'll let you know a little bit more exciting things that are happening potentially. I haven't made any major commitments, but I'm very interested, and that's a whole nother story that I won't be in today, but I will talk to you about that later. Anywho, so where should we start? Hold on, I got my notes in this little post-it. I'm being ratchet today. I don't really give a fuck. I'm tired, okay? So yeah, those are my updates. So in the future, I do want to let you guys know, just real quickly, that I will be trying my best to find a schedule within the next 2 weeks because school for me is ending. I don't wear bright colors like this ever, really. But it was like bright color tie-dye day at my school. It's the end of the school year. It was sports day yesterday. It's spirit week. You're supposed to dress all weird. And I don't like really planning my outfit like that, but I've been doing it. And so, anywho, so that just takes another effort out of my energy that I have. But I care about the kids, and so I like to make sure that I have something, like, try to participate in the spirit days and all their activities and go to their concerts and things like that if I can. So that's why I look like this today. And yes, so the summer's about to come through. If y'all been here for a while, I was unemployed last summer, right? And that was a fucking struggle. I'm pretty sure I was making some videos during that time because it was the election and all that. And like, I was just like, man, I was reading tarot, I was selling jewelry, I was selling paintings and art, and fucking I did a bartending event. I was doing every single fucking thing that I knew how to do just to survive, man. It was crazy. And I didn't want that. For that lack of security is so stressful, and you can't focus on anything. And so I actually have been having a lot of anxiety about like going into a summer like that again, especially during these times. And so I decided to get my recertification in lifeguarding so that at least I had a secure job. And lifeguarding was my first job. I'm a swimmer, competitive swimmer. And yeah, like, and I used to swim coach, teach swim lessons all over Oakland. I grew up in the pools of Oakland. My mom took me to Tiny Tots. Like, some of my first memories are playing Ring Around the Rosie in the damn pool at Fremont, where I'll be working this summer. So, just a lot of stuff. But I'm lucky to be able to fall back onto a community pool that raised me, and be able to give back to the kids that are coming up too, and give them that same experience. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'll be doing. But the process of hiring in Oakland is so unorganized. There's so many problems out here, and it's exhausting. I can't wait for this shit to be over so I just step my foot in the door and then have a focus. But they don't allow you to have any focus anymore, and that's a problem. That is a problem, you guys. They are trying to distract you and inundate you and flood you with so much bullshit that you can't pay attention to shit. And so and that's something that needs to be talked about a little bit deeper, and maybe I'll write that down and notch that in as maybe a further conversation that we can have here on this channel, because I think that the distractions and the way that our society is like built for making sure that everybody gets caught slipping, pretty much. You feel me? So there's that. And then what's next? So that's pretty much the end and all of like kind of what's going on. There's a few new offers that I've been given from other channels, because they like my work and I like their work. When we support each other, we have the same ideals as progressives and things like that. And so there are new opportunities out there, and maybe things that fit me better. But it's all about looking and being, looking and making sure that it works for you. And that's the end and all of that story. And the reason why I kind of needed a break from this podcasting, I got my notes right here. Hold on, I'm gonna press pause. I need some water. So basically, why I took a break from the podcasting is, first of all, I got a little pissed off on Don Lemon. If y'all don't know, which you probably do if you've been following me for a while, I've been going on Don Lemon. It's not like Don pissed me off, and the furthest from the thing. I actually been trying to maybe just have a phone conversation with him, because it's so hard to communicate how you feeling when you only have like a few seconds to really say what you gotta say. And I feel like I've known Don for a year. I've been talking to him once a week, damn near, for the past year or so. And met him in New Orleans and stuff. And I've been trying to reach out to get a hold, just to like have like a real conversation with the man, because I feel like we just missed that on multiple occasions, and it makes sense as to why, but I digress. But something pissed me off, and it was the audience that he has, and it wasn't always that way, but I'll try to be as brief as I can when describing this. So like, what really pissed me off, and it's not just his show, but this was the kind of the catalyst of it, was that nobody's doing shit about this stuff. It's been a whole last year that we've been talking ourselves blue into the face about all of this nonsensical bullshit that's been going on in our nation, in the world, and nobody's doing anything about it. Democrats, Republicans, nobody. Us, as the just regular schmegular people in the United States, The rich, the poor, the blacks, the whites, the Mexicans, the whoever else you want to bring up into this shit. Nobody's doing anything. I think we have a real issue with individualism and selfishness in this country, and this is why we got here. That election showcased that immediately to me. And racism and all that stuff definitely is and you can definitely, now it's showing its ugly head with all the other things that we will talk about later. But there's a sickness in this country that I'm not sure will be able to just be solved on some voting and policies. We are beyond law. We are like beyond like following laws. We're just letting people do crimes and be crimers. Be crimers. Actually, I like the word crimers. I'm gonna take that one. That's gonna like be my thing. But we just letting people just be criminals out here, run them up. Nobody's doing shit. But everyone wants to be like, oh, well, then we gotta keep up the fight. Okay. And so why I got so mad and like just kind of shut off everything. First of all, I was tired of talking myself blue in the face. Secondly, I saw when I was saying like real shit in Dawn's chat, everybody was like, oh my God, she just swears so much. She's just a cursor. First of all, hella people be fucking swearing on Don Lemon's show all the time. All the fucking time. And, you know, curse words are kind of a like part of my culture, being born and raised from Oakland. We have our own vernacular. We have our own way of emoting ourselves. And so, like, yeah, it might come off a little, but fuck that. I'm not going to sit here and change myself for you. I was actually speaking real facts, and that's the only thing you fucking heard. Like, why are you even here? Why are we even having these circular conversations if you get mad at somebody for using the word fuck, or this is some bullshit? Because it is. And so, and we're over here trying to still be nice, trying to still be polite, while these people are fucking just destroying us, and we haven't done shit. Because all y'all want to do is sit down and cry about curse words. And you know, you boomers, I have a whole last video for you motherfuckers. I got evidence and everything set up for you, because I am sick and tired of you bitches. So I don't want to hear shit from a boomer. I don't. Because I swear to God on my mama, I am dragging, who is a boomer, but she's one that actually knows what the fuck is going on. Lets me still live in her house that she was able to procure in the time when it's easy to do so, and understands what the fuck is going on here. But y'all motherfuckers, ooh, let me get my hands on you, because I'm about to drag you to filth. And it's a lot of the boomers on Don Lemon's show, I'm pretty sure, are the ones that don't like me, because they can't stand the word fuck. And honestly, I ain't trying to kill nobody grandma out here. So that's why I removed myself. And that's why I removed myself from the entire group. Like, I don't want to talk about this shit no more. Because y'all over here worried about the wrong thing, and we ain't doing shit. Okay? So we'll get back into the not doing shit later. Or should we do it nothing? We do it now. Okay. Actually, we're going to do it now. Let me take another sip of water. So, basically, I took a break because I was starting getting irritated about, like, talking myself blue into the face, trying to educate people, trying to get people involved, and honestly, none of that worked. I don't even know if this video gonna work. Probably won't. And for me, I'm like, I'm okay with that. That's fine. I'll be okay. I'm ready for the zombie apocalypse at this fucking point, or the radiation apocalypse or something. Let's go. I'll survive. Y'all bitches won't. Okay? I'm gonna let you know that right now, because y'all are weak. And our Democratic Party is weak as fuck. Our team is trash. Okay? So just know that. And if you can't stand a fuck word, then you can't stand the fascism word. Okay? You will not survive. You were the first one up on out of here. And if that makes you scared, well, it should. And hey, I read tarot. I'm a fucking psychic. And anybody that up in here that's offended by the truth right now, you the first one to get up on out of here. So, let's go into the next do nothing Democrat. So, one thing about, hold on, I got a big ass thing coming. All right, do nothing Democrats. So everybody is so like, well, we gotta vote. We gotta vote. Do the voting. We gotta vote. We gotta vote our lives out. We gotta vote every single day on the voting. Ooh, we vote. Okay. Where do I fucking start with this? So, when we get to November, what these fucking Democrats gonna do for you? They have been crickets. They have not done a fucking thing. And case in point here. So, take that bitch, Christina. She's not in any cabinet position where she's protected anymore. She's done straight up damn near war crimes, kidnapping crimes. I don't even know what crimes, but she done some crimes, okay? Why hasn't she been looked at or put in prison or at least charged or went to court or anything? Okay, she literally was the head of the people that took away people's due process multiple times, and we all saw it. People got murdered in cold blood on camera in front of that. And the Democrats, I feel like you don't need to be the majority of like Congress to hold people accountable on some shit like that. But no, I guess I'm the stupid one. Okay, if this is a society we want to live in, then go ahead and we're gonna live this shit, and I hope you get every single fucking piece of this for letting it get this way. Okay, that's what I hope happens. And then what about Pam Bondi? That bitch, where's she at? She done been in contempt of court for, I don't know, like four times. So y'all can't go get her and put her ass in jail? Democrats, hello? See, this is the shit that I don't fuck with. And so don't come over here talking to me, oh man, you gotta talk better to people, otherwise I won't listen to you. You know what? I hope they stink up on your ass, because I was trying to tell you the right way. You ain't gonna listen to me if I talk nice. You ain't gonna listen to me if I talk like this. So I'm gonna talk like this because this is who I am. And so fuck you and your mama, because this is fucked up. Nobody's doing shit. So y'all think you must be the dumbest bitch on the fucking planet if you think voting is gonna get us out of this. And you think voting for these dumbass and bitch ass punk ass Democrats is gonna do some shit, because it's not. It will not. And you gonna find yourself and your family, your whole community fucked up before you know it. Don't listen to the tarot reader. But I already seen this shit coming from a mile away, and nobody want to listen. Everybody want to act like a bunch of bitches. And so that's what's about to happen. So, you know what? We gonna, that shit pisses me off. Anyway, like, ooh. All right, and briefly on the California recall election, I've been talking about this like a little bit more often on my Instagram, so please be sure to follow me on Instagram at Maymoney, honey. That's where you just get to know me. I be posting all sorts of shit. I be out here in Oakland. I was at the Malcolm X Festival this past weekend. That was just beautiful. I mean, there was just so much community and mutual aid, which none of y'all seem to know anything about, and or if are even interested in. If you're interested in how to really fight through this, mutual aid, community, and Malcolm X principles and things like that are something to look into, because you could really learn a lot from it. Anyway, the California election. Okay, briefly. I voted for Becerra because He's in the lead. Vote and pray for me right now. I don't really care. If we get a fucking Republican, whatever. Just destroy the fucking world. That's fine. Because if we get a Republican right now, that ain't on me. I'm totally prepared for the worst. But we might get a Republican and a Democrat, and because we have a jungle system here in California for our governor. It's not like a like Democratic who wins a Democrat, who wins a we could easily, 2 Republicans could win the primary, and then that would be what we have to vote for, or 2 Democrats could win the primary, and that would be our choices. So, so I voted for Becerra. I didn't even want to look at my ballot. I'm not looking at no fucking things, because when I saw my ballot, that shit was silly. It was so unserious. There were 61 motherfucking candidates on that shit, right? And like, what the fuck? And there was all sorts of weird names: Living for God and Country, Demont, and Barack D. Obama, and Thunder, and fucking Lightning, and all sorts of bullshit. And then we got all sorts of people over here like, vote in Butch Ware, he's the one. Well, Butch Ware, out of 61 fucking candidates, why couldn't he get his ass on the ballot? Seems like you can just get on the ballot no matter what. Y'all motherfuckers is, I hate to use the R word, but I'm about to use it. Are y'all retarded? What the fuck is going on here? 61 candidates. And a write-in that seemed like would be a good candidate. So why are we... First of all, I didn't learn about Butch Ware until hella later. Eric Swalwell is still on the fucking ballot on California. These people are playing in your fucking face, and y'all sitting here still thinking they're playing seriously with you. You must be the dumbest bitch that's ever fucking landed in the universe. That's all I have to say about that. I don't even want to talk about that shit no more. I put my ballot in the mailbox, and I'm just praying for something good to happen. If it don't, I'm ready for that shit too, because I'm not sitting here and like going through mental crisis fucking with this shit, because all y'all are fucking stupid and you're not serious. Ugh, my God, shit. And a progressive billionaire. If you don't get this old crusty white man on my face, his wife accosted me at the DNC. I wish I had that shit on video. I was caught off guard. His wife accosted me at the fucking DNC because I was so upset at what I saw there. And then she was like, well, why do you... Like, she Karen me. This is the first time I've ever been Karened. Okay. In San Francisco, I'm like, bitch, I am from here. And I'll fucking slap the shit out your bitch ass right now. I don't give a fuck if you Tom Steyer's wife. I'll slap the shit out of you. Why are you over here talking to me? Bitch, get in your Uber or your limo or something and get the fuck out of my face, because I am not the one before I emotionally obliterate your ass. Ooh, that shit pissed me off. You can ask my friends that I was with about that. Okay. One more second. Let me pause. Okay, so I only got one more topic here. Actually 2. One is a little fun doodad, because I like to give y'all doodads and more positive energy at the end. Okay, but make sure you like the video and comment. I want to know what y'all say or got to think about it. I like to engage with my audience, and I love y'all. Like, I love pen pals too. Like, hit me up anytime. I'm very responsive. Like, you can ask any of my friends. Anyway. And my new friends too. Like, I'm very responsive. I try to respond to people that I fuck with. So if I fuck with you, then I'm more than likely gonna respond. Okay? But the white reparations. Ooh, this shit is crazy. So for me, after just kind of feeling so angry about it, I was like, you know what? Just go ahead. Fuck it. Go ahead and pay these fucking crackers. And then just shut the fuck up about it. Pay your crackers and get them the fuck up on out of here. We ain't got time to be doing all this shit, man. I don't want to hear about that. What can we do to stop this? That's what we're not doing. I don't let them. They're gonna keep winning if we keep being like, oh my god, they got all the money. What are we gonna do? No. Just because this shit could easily be overturned. All this shit is illegal. We need to find a way to shut this shit off. Turn the water off. Turn the resources up for everybody. And we might have to spend a week in some apocalyptic looking shit. But be ready for it, because it won't take long. Because once the money drains out, they going to turn the shit back on. They going to act right. But we won't do that. Nobody is willing to sacrifice anything. Nobody is willing to actually take the action that they're talking about. You sit here for a whole year and a half talking all this big game with nothing. Our team is trash. Half of y'all need to be water boys. Like, not even on the bench. I wouldn't even pick you out of the fucking crowd. Sorry, not sorry. So, yeah, let these white people have their reparations, because there's no point in even fighting that. Black people, we have our own shit. We are about mutual aid, community, thriving in our own ways. Learning in our own ways. Like, we don't need any of that bullshit. So let them do what they do, because at the end of the day, they will not win just because of the way that they operating, right? So why should we be all angry about it? Just go out and vote. And if a bitch get in your way to vote, then slap the shit out of them on sight. Okay? Just mollywop they ass, drag them. I've been seeing video after video, people being called niggas or niggers, and they got their ass fucking dragged. Keep doing that. That shit work. They want to do, that's how they want to operate, then okay then, nigga. I got some for that ass. And my homies down the street, you feel me? So, we gotta think smarter and just whatever. Let them get their money, because we'll get our shit back. It's just now is not the time, because we have to kind of push through it, and we're not organized. So, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't even worry about that if I were you. I will say though that ballroom is a fucking Epstein Island 2.0. I think that is a great place to hide little kids, since the whole operation got shut down at Mar-a-Lago in the island, and the one in Arizona or whatever. Oh, call me stupid. Whatever. One more pause here. All right, hold up. All right, I'm gonna have to raise up on out of here, but it was so nice to be with y'all. I will definitely be more in touch. I'm still a little squirrely with my schedule, with everything that's going on, and nothing is organized because I'm not working with organized people. So it's so hard to plan anything. Because I can't stand that shit, man. You just got me like walking on my toes, trying to just survive out here, and it's like, ugh, whatever. That's a whole different story. But my last little piece was, I'm watching La Brea, and I've been watching like little fun, like shows or movies I haven't watched, like Edward Scissorhands. I just watched that. Donnie Darko I had never seen, and revisiting a few things like Samurai Jack and my old shows that I love, like Yu-Gi-Oh, and things that I love, and started a new puzzle. And so if there's anything that you guys like, I'm gonna still continue to do my reaction and review videos or analysis, or about like what I was doing when I started this channel originally. So for the people that are found this channel from the jump, I want to still do that shit, because it just makes me feel good. I want to talk about the shows. I want to talk about like these characters out here, and like Squid Game. I didn't even really talk about Squid Game the way I wanted to. So maybe I'll go back to that. So, and things like that. So, you know, I want to always bring something fun to you guys and something intelligent, because analyzing the things that you just watch is actually really important, because you're comprehending. It's like reading a book, but not reading a book. It's like, okay, what did I watch? What did I get out of it? And things like that. And I really enjoy those type of conversations. I make a lot of really good friends out of those type of conversations. I love the because I work around a lot of writers. Like, I have my writing certificates and screenplays, playwriting and fiction writing, and poetry and all sorts of shit. So I just think it's an important conversation, and it's fun. Like let's talk about it. Like, oh, I love the character of Rick Grimes because he kind of shifted into villainy, but he's still the hero, and why is he like the, you know what I mean? And I just love getting into conversations like that, and I want to bring that back, because that's why I started this channel. And I think I can still include that alongside of, the political kind of updates and commentary and things like that. So I hope you guys are super down with that. I know that changing up your channel is kind of weird, but this is Maymoney in the building. This is Maymoney's building. And if you guys fuck with me, then I fuck with you. And I think that we all can, there's gonna be a video for you at somewhere as one of my supporters and subscribers. So be sure to make sure you hit that like and comment in the down below, and subscribe and support me. And I'm really trying to build a great community here where I can just talk to you like this, like on some real shit, because all this fuckery, all this being polite, it ain't working. And I want the best for you. I want the best for me and my Pokemon and everybody, you know what I mean? So we'll figure it out. And so don't lose faith. But I don't believe in hope without action, and I'm trying to find a way that we can get the real action going. So until next time, okay, you guys, check me out on the Instagram at @MaymoneyHoney. You can cash app me at @MaymoneyHoney if you're feeling generous. And I will see you soon. It's gonna be a little squirrely, okay, you guys, because of my transition into my new job. They're not giving me any information so that I can have a clearer thing, and it's actually really stressing me the fuck out, because I just feel like I have to jump out of bed and go do shit, which isn't fair. I feel like I deserve a little bit better, but we are in the times that we are, okay? But until then, y'all keep it gangsta out there, and we gonna talk soon, okay? Much love.